Are y'all still watching? Are y'all? Are we still watching? I guess. It's gloomy out here in these streets, and I guess that's foreshadowing of what we're still watching, which is The Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't take too much joy in watching it anymore because, it's really a lackluster season. We're going to just call a thing. But the season ain't over yet, and they still got mess to give us, even though we know the mess that's going on in present time. So join along on the ride of watching these ladies still in, where the hell they at? Okay. About the dissolvement of your family, right? And you have so much significance in the days that you met your husband, in the day that he had his family, and your mother, like it all like commenced into something so beautiful, and you're still crying about having this situation. Why are you trying to force TJ down our throat? Girl, you could have told us about this and had like 5 different guys you're dating on the show. Like, why are you forcing TJ down our throats? I like you, Stacey, but I'm going to give you the side eye because you making us watch TJ on this screen. I'm watching you, watching us watch this nonsense about you and TJ. Giselle, of course you know what a fractured group looks like because you were the device that fractured it. You and Robin. Girl, miss me. Because the things that Mia is doing, she learned from you probably. Not probably. She learned to weaponize people's secrets and weaponize people's, situations against them. She learned that from you. Deborah countersuing is really just her attempt to get back on this show. I mean, the countersuit didn't go nowhere, obviously, but it was her last ditch effort to be like, if I countersue, Kiana's on this show. If I countersue and they start filming again, maybe they'll put me on. There's no other reason. There's no other reason whatsoever. There's no other reason for her to countersue. She started it. She was the initiator. No one's defaming her. It was on camera. Like, girl, stop. I mean, you can sue whoever you want. That is your right. But it didn't go anywhere. And even if we didn't know it didn't go anywhere, it wasn't going to go nowhere. Like, please. Deborah, find something else to do. Kiana, I see a little light flex. Trying to give Greg some, some boosting or whatever that he took you to Paris, after the situation with your forehead in the glass. But Ashley, I don't like when Ashley starts talking, she swears she on a podium. Like, girl, why is you bending your head and looking down and give me a break, Ashley. Like, you really, anytime you could get a moment, you try to make it a moment. Like, honestly, I just need you to calm down a little bit. Like, it's not that serious. I want to be there for you in any way that I can. Girl, you don't care nothing about Kiana. Please miss me. Miss me with all of this. And Wendy, I'll tell you, Wendy is the comic relief of this whole season. For now, because for these last episodes, because she's like, Dr. Whistledown. That was hilarious. That made me cackle. This scene with Giselle and Ashley talking about Deborah and how she feels embarrassed that she brought her into the group. I call BS. Because Deborah was wreaking havoc that season. She went after Candace's husband. She went after Wendy's husband. And then when that didn't track, she got mad because she got blowback from all that crap she did trying to imply things with people's husbands. Then got mad at Candace. And then y'all went and got mad at Candace because Candace was reading her for filth and wasn't even acknowledging her. All of this was meant for Candace. And Kiana, being a girl's girl, tried to jump in and break it up and got hit with a glass. So Ashley, miss me with that because you condone all of Deborah's shenanigans up until this point. You condoned it all. It could have been stopped right there and then. Because you believed her when she said something about Chris, and you believed her when she said something about Eddie. So you can miss me with your holier than thou. You're embarrassed that you brought her into the group and you never knew that she would do this and you believed her and blah, 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 blah. You brought her onto this show to be messy. So miss me with all of this Martin Luther the King speech that you have going on talking about you embarrassed. You ain't embarrassed. What are we doing? What are we doing on this catamaran? It seems very haphazard. First, they start talking about Karen, how she is, laid back, not saying nothing, not doing nothing for real. I did not miss that you had that glass of champagne. And then they go to the three of them inside, Stacey, Karen, and Giselle, not wanting to drink because it's hot. Makes sense, though. And then the other girls are drinking alcohol. And then Jacqueline, I guess, is the precursor to the kiss that's been out there. Thirst. Anyway, then they go to what Giselle is now trying to bring up what Ashley told her about Kiarna, thinking that the Paris trip was going to be the pop the question trip, but it really was just a healing trip. And Ashley feels very bad about that. How are y'all making Kiarna's trauma about Ashley's guilt? I don't get it. I don't get it. And then in the midst of the conversation, the scene goes to Mia taking photos of Wendy. Great photos, by the way. Mia, you a good Instagram picture taker, girl. That's one good quality. That's one good quality. I mean, hey, we got to give credit when credit due. Good or bad. I don't know if the house is done. Does anybody know if Kiarna and Greg are still together? Are they now engaged? I ain't seen nothing on the internet. I ain't heard nothing. I mean, that would be news. You know what I'm saying? Because she's talking about Greg proposing. I mean, it's got to be that he's going to propose. You're moving into a house to move into a house that you guys are doing together. So there's got to be, because it seems like y'all have decided to get married. You're just waiting for the engagement. I hope that's what it is, because it don't make no sense any other way. Right? Wendy, what you mean you know the answer? How you know the answer? You know Greg? Like, what's going on? Did I miss? It's possible that I missed that Wendy knows Greg. Did I miss it? Did it run by me? I mean, how you know? And I hope the answer is no, he was not going to propose, because then if she knew he was going to propose, then that just add another layer to the 3-year man. Oh my God. What is this conversation? What is this voyeurism conversation? What in the grooming? Younger? What was the age? Like, what is happening? We don't want to know this. We don't want to know what you and Mia was doing back in y'all 20s. We don't, honestly, and I say this wholeheartedly, I'm going to hold your hand with a tongs and let you know that we don't want to know. You can keep that. Let's bring shame back in 2025. Let's just bring it back. Let's roll it back. Let's learn a little more and then just keep it inside. Let's just keep it to yourself, because we have no use for it. There's no reason for us to know it. That gives us no addition. It really just subtracts from our attention to whatever else you have to say. So please, should I fast forward the scene? Because I can't. I really thought Stacey in her confessional was going to be like, why do we have to hear them having relations? Why do we have to hear this? We don't want to hear this. That's what I thought she was going to say. What she did say was like, can we talk about somebody else? I don't want to hear that either. Oh my, this scene is giving me the biggest ick. Ugh, wait. Please bring Stacey back next season. I just need her involvement to be seen. I just need it. Stacey said, Kiarna asked her, do you like missionary? Kiarna said, what do you mean? In terms of service? I love Stacey. I don't care what y'all say. It looks like they should have went in that water, because they look hot. And I know hot. I'm from an island. I know humidity, wind, all of that is just...
Are you ready for our last night?
It's hot. But my thing is, now I'm watching the scene where we get to see these two muumuus kiss each other. So are you trying to tell me, Ashley, you had to share this with the group at the table? If y'all two ain't the thirstiest humans on this show, like, what is the point of this? What is the point of this? You was jealous because me and Jacqueline was close and they watch each other boink other people? Please, no one wants to be them. That's the type of best friend, I don't know. That's a whole nother level of best friend. Y'all can have it. But actually, you trying to add into this storyline, this situation is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What did I just say? What did I just encounter? What did I just watch? Do I need to scrub my eyes and dig out my ears? Like, what? What is going on? The episode is now over, and I really don't have much to say. In summation, it was a girls' trip. They talked about sex. They talked about each other's family. They talked about sex again. And Karen slept in the last day because, you know, why would she want to stay up and listen to that? The only thing that was of any of excitement is the fact that Giselle said that the woman that her husband is now divorcing, I think, is not in her league. Oh, okay. I mean, all right. And if Mia would just say at the table, instead of trying to make everything so mysterious and having a moment, that I also have a son in Atlanta. But we know that she's not going, the son was not the reason. The son is the addition. That's me. That's my thought. Because Ink's in Atlanta. Her son is in Atlanta. And her son just so happened to have a basketball game. Like, now, if she could talk about her son in confessionals, can she not talk about her son on the show itself? Like in live filming? I don't know. It's weird. It was a girls' trip. What else? What else is to say about this lackluster episode? It really was very lackluster. We talked about Kiana and her Greg and how he was supposed to propose, not propose. We don't ever know. They're not engaged in this present time. I don't know. What else? Ashley and her drag show name. Mia being pretend upset with Jacqueline, but throwing some serious jabs at her. Like, some of those jabs felt like truth. Her truth for Jacqueline. What else? I mean, there is nothing else, is there? I mean, the next episode probably will be more exciting than this one, I hope. All right, y'all. That's it for me. If y'all want to talk about this in the comments, let me know what y'all thought about this episode, because I really dreaded watching it in the beginning. I mean, it really didn't catch my attention, to be honest with you. And yeah. That's it. Love y'all. Y'all have a great